Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind. Welcome back, friend. Last time we left, we'd just bought this haunted shack thing and murdered the banshee upstairs. As you can see, it's quite attractively decorated, and there's lots of little piles of stuff which look like things but are in fact containers. The idea being that you then take your things that look like that, such as soul gems over my right shoulder at the end there, and put that sort of thing in that container. So then when you come in here going, where the hell did I put my soul gems? You know they're in the basket of soul gems. That sounds very organized. I mean, you never know. I'll try to remember to do this with stuff that we don't need to sell urgently. It'd be nice to start stacking up some alchemy ingredients. But I can't promise anything because I'm vague and easily distracted. So today we're going to head back to Seyda and get on with whatever Socucius Ergalla would like us to do next in the interests of climbing our way through the greasy ranks of the Census and Excise office. I'm going to try to remember to quick save before any given mission though, because last time we completely screwed up that census of Pelagiad just because I didn't know that we were going to get locked into giving him a reply. But I suppose it makes a certain amount of sense once you've seen the options. It would just be nice to have a prompt saying, are you ready to give your report? Still, that's the last time, and this is this time. On we go. Oh, rain. How delightful. I mean, it does give everything a sort of greenish feel. I mean, it's a very green area anyway, but I assume there's some kind of mild shader which dampens down some of the other things. Red, I suppose. RGB, red, green, blue, maybe, but maybe it's CMYK. I don't know how they colour this thing. Anyway, looks green. Pretty. Nice. It's been kind of hot here in southern Spain for the last millennium. A bit of rain would be nice. Very tempting. Our old friend Adamasartus in the distance. We probably missed some skooma in there that we could sell to the Census and Excise office, but that's okay. Money isn't typically a huge disaster in Morrowind, particularly not after a few levels. Because, you go around robbing graves and fortresses and caves and just about anything else you can come across. Actually, that reminds me, we got a instruction on a Smuggler cave. That's what I was looking for. Can we read that? Citizens of the Bitter Coast, do you feel that you have what it takes to hunt down a few smugglers? Do you want to earn some easy money? The Census and Excise office asks you to help the Empire by clearing out the smuggler caves of the Bitter Coast. Let us make this region of the Empire prosperous again together. If you also take your time to turn any contraband you find in those caves over to us, we will give you monetary reward for it. We give 50 gold for a portion of moon sugar, 200 gold for a piece of raw ebony, and 250 gold for a vial of skooma. The Census and Excise office also provides you with a list of all the smuggler caves it has knowledge of, with directions. Abernanet to the east of Narmok, Adamasartus to the northeast of Seyda, Aharonatus to the west of Seyda on a small island, Shurinbal to the southwest of Narmok, Yasami to the south of Hlaod, and Zanabi to the west of Balmora and to the south of the ancient Dunmer stronghold of Chlormaren. Those are sort of directions, but yeah, cool. We will definitely cause some havoc.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
You literally ran up to me and stopped in my face, friend. Honestly. I suppose maybe you're asking for help. Quickly, Outlander, I haven't much time. Take this haddock and make sure that the police don't get it or something. I don't know. Oh well, someone else's problem. Take this haddock. Yes, right, good. Good to see that everything is feeling the same. Hello, Socucius. I'm a greater friend, am I? Thank you very much. It doesn't look like I'm ready for any advancement yet. What do you want me to do? We have another immigrant today that you need to evaluate. A wood elf. He just entered the office. You have the same rights and options as in the previous case. Yes.
I really don't have time for this, so make
Dongvir Oaklake. Hello, Mr. Oaklake. My name is Dongvir Oaklake. I'm a Bosmer and a retired thief. I was born under the sign of the thief. I want to enter this country to start a new life. A new life of crime, certainly. As I said, I'm a retired thief. I served my just punishment in the prison. Now I want to enter a new life in a country where no one knows me. I want to find an honest trade. Okay. I mean, that's fine by me. The Bosmer happily goes on his way to the next building. Your journal has been updated. Was that a mistake? You're back. What is it? Let's save. It wasn't the wisest choice. It is true that he has served his time in jail, but as an immigration officer, you should always be on the safe side. If he commits a crime again, the natives would blame immigration as a whole for it. You should have denied his request to enter this country. Well, boo-hoo. Not have the requirements necessary yet. Task. There is one last immigrant we need to process today. She is a Dunmer woman. She just entered the office. You know what you have to do. I do.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Dansero Favauran. Greetings. My name is Dansero Favauran. I am a Dunmer housewife born under the sign of the serpent. I am pregnant. Please, would you allow me into my country so that my child could be born in our homeland? I don't want it to be raised by imperial customs like I was forced to. Pregnant? Who is the father and where is he? Why isn't he with you? He abandoned me when I became pregnant, left me for his mistress. Please, I just want a better future for my child. You seem to be quite fond of that child, in spite of it being from a seemingly cruel man. Wow. Okay, this was written by some pretty clueless dude. I mean, wow, just imagine a woman being fond of her potential child. Shocking. Do you mind if we call a healer to examine you? I refuse. This is my body. No healer has the right to examine without my consent. I'm just doing my job. Your story is suspicious, so I want to investigate it more before I allow you into the country. If you do not comply, we will have to arrest you. Okay, fine. Yes, I'm a smuggler of the Kimono Tongue. I have sacks of moon sugar under my shirt. Look, just allow me into the country. Your superior cannot hear us. I can give you a bribe of 500 gold. No, the Kimono Tongue suck. The guard quietly takes the Dunmer away. Goodbye. Yeah, this definitely needed some better writing, this section. Yes, how can I help you now, Redguard? Oh wow, that was a really nice catch. I have to admit that I didn't really pay attention this time, but then I see that the guard takes her shirt off and underneath there are all these sacks of moon sugar. Well done. I'm impressed. You were born for this job. I was. That's been news to Azura. I have a new task for you. Here, take this gold. Deliver it to Hardheart at Fort Moonmoth. This is the pay of all the soldiers who serve at Fort Moonmoth for this month. It is a menial task, but it is crucial to make the Empire run smoothly. In fact, our current budget allows us to give a little extra to each soldier, which would make them happy. Okay, Fort Moonmoth is up by Pelagiad, I believe. Okay, let's do that and see if anything interesting happens to us along the way. Like being mugged, for example, by people trying to steal our Imperial pay money. I'm going to feel very silly if Fort Moonmoth isn't the one by Pelagiad, but if it isn't, then it's the one up by Balmora. It's definitely one of the two. Almost, definitely. Like, 99%. I feel confident, okay? I feel happy! Yeah. Besides, if it all gets just far too humiliating, I can always edit things out. I mean, let's get real. I almost certainly can't be bothered to edit anything out because, But I could, and I can tell myself that I could. And that little fig leaf of plausibility will keep me blithely just wombling along without much in the way of a care in the world until reality comes crashing down on me and everything goes horribly wrong. Rat I murdered, I assume. Get rid of the corpse. Keep that save file nice and tidy. If that's the fort for Pelagiad, I think that's Moonmoth. Morrowind. My journal's been updated. Why? Oh, I'm just reminding myself to look up Nell's Lendo, am I? Okay, fair enough. You obviously made an impression. I'm not going to say anything to him until after I've delivered the pay, though. That would seem foolish, to say the least. Morrowind, the base game, the original thing, had quite a small draw distance. And speeds are fairly low. It's not quite so bad when you're running and you've got a reasonable athletics like we have, a reasonable speed going on. But the draw distance meant that things seemed really quite distant. And it's not quite so distant anymore in terms of stuff because I've got a bit more distance cell setting thing cranked up. Wow, that was great English. I can see further. Less fog of war. Fort Pelagiad. Okay, well, that's not great. Fair enough.
You new here?
Thank you, yes. So I'm just going to press on to Balmora, which is up the road a bit further. That was Pelagiad. We will be back to Pelagiad. Although we're getting dragged around a bit, I'm going to try to address places in a reasonable order. Try and make sure that I get Seidanine dealt with, see what there is to do in Pelagiad, then head up to Balmora and start branching up from there. You can't actually start the main quest until you're level 3 anyway. If you try, Caius just tells you to go away and come back when you've got a bit more experience. So I'm cutting out the middleman there. And hello. What do you want? Let's try to avoid finding out right at the moment. So the reason I'm ducking around things, I'm not really interacting with people in Pelagiad. I avoided that person, whoever they were, although they might be a fancier of Nell's Lender, if I remember correctly. Is to try and keep things a bit more self-contained. For a similar matter, I'll probably take the Silt Strider back from Balmora, because while this is a lovely walk, the mushrooms really do look fantastic. I don't think we really need to do it in both directions in the same day. I am assuming that this is all good. Do I have a ruin up there? Balmora and the Ghost Gate. Oh, they've added a little banner above the Pelagiad entrance. That's cute. I like it. Don't molest the scribs, unless they're mad and they attack you. Scribs are nice. These volcanic flow channels, Pelagiads, run... How rude. They run from Red Mountain at the heart of everything, really. At the heart of the island, certainly. And head down towards the coasts, sometimes all the way to the coasts. They cut the island into a series of channels like that. They tend to be more dangerous. Yeah, here we are. They tend to be more dangerous than regular terrain. They often have lots and lots and lots of annoying flappy things whose name has suddenly escaped me just as I started to say it. Always a nice habit, that, isn't it? Go looking for a word, and as you start to use it, poof, it's gone. Like Kaiser Soze. Cliff racers. The things that our friend Jib from the boat is going to eradicate in a year or two. They're a pain in the ass. I'm looking for Rad Hardheart. He's probably not just behind a stall.
I'm Rad Hardheart. How can I help you?
Hello, Rad. You here to deliver the soldier's salary for this month? Yes, sir. The Census and Excise Office gives a little extra to each soldier this month. Have 9,000 gold. Excellent, thank you. This will definitely make my soldiers happy. You look a bit like Brad Pitt in this particular version. I'm impressed. Goodbye. Tommy, do you know where I can join the... I don't want to join it today necessarily. Oh, that's right, Death's Head of Fort Darius Nisus. Yes. I remember now. I mean, I'm going to try to join as many factions as I possibly can and do as much of them as I can. Yes, very pious, my friend. Very pious. I'm sure that Talos himself is smiling upon you for your niceness or something. Talos, Tiber Septim, God of the Empire. According to the High Elves and their internal secret law, Talos is just about the only thing standing between them and wiping out all the races of mankind. So, you know, good job. Thanks, Talos. Keep it up, mate. I can see why the Nords like you. This is the Silt Strider of Balmora, and this is Balmora City. Balmora is probably the largest and best realized town in Morrowind. Vivek is larger. Whether you consider it well realized or not depends on how much you like mazes. But that's actively the capital city rather than a town. This is the largest of the towns. It's particularly favored because it has the Mages Guild right here, the Fighters Guild right here, a shop with a Khajiit trader in it right there, thieves on
I haven't much time.
the other side of the river, and the Silt Strider we just passed, which makes it one of the best hubs for getting to and from places, because the Mages Guild have the teleports, and they are the ones who you will use for most of your fast travel generally. Okay, you're not anyone. You're just someone. I mean, everyone's someone. Selville Saraloth. I would like you to travel me, please, back to Seydanin.
Why walk when you can ride?
Why indeed, my friend. Why indeed. There are mods for other versions of the game where the Silt Striders are animated and they will actually walk you through the channels and rivers back to where it is you're trying to go. I don't think I have a version of OpenMW which can stably fold that in with all the other mods I've got running, unfortunately. I would like to run it, but it's probably not plausible right at the moment. I might try it to see if things fall over. So we actually delivered the money and we didn't steal any, because we might be a kleptomaniac, but
yes, friend.
Money isn't really something to just... See, I don't feel... I'm not actually a kleptomaniac, obviously, so I don't know for sure, but I kind of feel that kleptomania is about magpieing things, and just here's a sack of money. I mean, this doesn't really feel quite the same somehow. Anyway, as I said earlier, money isn't too tricky, and we're trying to make an impression. Task. Thank you for delivering the salary of the soldiers. Here is your reward. Thank you very much. What's next, boss? Oh, I have forgotten about something. The Bosma citizen of Pelagiad named Erval still owes us his taxes, 200 gold. Could you go there and collect it? Yes, I could. Still no advancement, I assume? Oh, requirements. Requirements might mean I need some stat. I'll have to look into that. Otherwise I might complete the whole thing and still just be a noob. Not that it really matters, but some stuff might get gated behind skill levels. Yeah. Like, I know I keep stopping and just making weird noises, and I am sorry about that, but particularly Seydanin and Balmora and Pelagiad are so ingrained in my head at a certain visual fidelity. And this is exactly the same models, just with much, much more detailed meshes. So everything's in exactly the right place. It just looks so much better. It keeps catching me out sometimes. Which is, of course, one of the reasons I'm doing this. The whole point of spending the best part of 4 weeks installing the Total Overhaul pack, because I did it in a foolish manner and didn't make full use of their site, is to see how good it's become. And, you know, yes, okay, sure, still an old game, but by comparison, it's astonishing. And, you know, it's a decent amount of fun. If you like open world RPGs and you like progressing through things that are going on, I can't recommend Morrowind highly enough. There's still nothing that's quite as flexible and open and strange. That's a netch, I believe. Oh, I can't get close enough to highlight it, but that's a netch, I believe. Yeah, there's never been a game quite like it in terms of that intersection of flexibility and weirdness and care and, of course, just jank. Let's not underestimate the jank. I haven't been doing anything particularly janky for the last day or two, but you're Bosma? I don't think so.
your peace or stand aside.
Kuntha, let's say, shall we? Yes. Kuntha. Food or beds, or both at the same time. Your choice. You can't tell me anything about the chap.
Hurry this up, will you?
You're a Bosma. Someone in particular. Anchor of the Vukel Guard is the boss of Fort Pelagiad. Drelessa Ramothran is a publican of the Halfway Trade House. Nobody else important I can think of. If you're looking for someone in jail, you need to look in the fort, of course. Thanks, Samir. Who are you? I have dedicated myself to master the mystic arts through a regimen of fasting, meditation, and breathing exercises. That sounds rough. Don't advise that. Nadia Fulgurius.
You have questions?
Hello, Anasi. I believe you are one of the thieves. Anasi is a monk. In mind and spirit, Anasi is a student of the hidden mysteries of the unseen world. In body, Anasi is a student of the ancient martial arts, the reign of sand style of home. When Anasi must defend herself, Anasi prefers claw and close, and wears no armor, because what Anasi does not have, Anasi cannot lose. Can you actually train me? No, Anasi does not train because you do not belong to. But Anasi must not say what you do not belong to. Yes, thieves. Yukum Harshashishi. That's an Ashlander. Nels Lendo.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. I'll chat, but later. Cellar. I mean, it's a bottle. No one will mind. I mean, obviously, yes, they'll mind greatly, but they won't notice. So... Bestian supplies. Bestian. Guard. Yes, yes, and you. Adelgier. I'm just looking around. Taking advantage of my right as a God's given citizen of Morrowind to just stick my head in any door that's not locked. Moberius Harmivus. So there's some farming going on behind Pelagiad in the direction I'm looking. Maybe he's down here.
I'm waiting.
See, if this was the real world, I'd just ask someone. Erval's house. Hello, Erval. Please stop pacing around. Yes, I'm Erval. You hear about my taxes? I'm just a commoner. I'm not good with numbers. Could you tell me how much I owe? 200, friend. Just 200. All right, then. Here's the money. Have a nice day. 200 gold's been added to your inventory. Your journal has been updated. Goodbye. I might be a thief. And I am a thief. But I am not going to steal small amounts of money from common downtrodden people unless they happen to have left it lying in a crate somewhere when I go through and pick it up. I'm not going to just extort folks, because that doesn't seem necessary. I'm an adventurer as well as a thief, and I'm going to be an agent of the Secret Service sooner or later. That's what Caius ropes you into. The Emperor has sent you here to Morrowind to go see Caius to become a spy, effectively, and to infiltrate Morrowind society, and I don't really know what his game plan is. I think he's acting on prophecy, actually. I think he thinks he's obeying prophecies. But it's not entirely sure. He might just be trying to destabilize the place a bit. Hello, Guar. I'm not going to attack Guar either. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, I have some limits, basically is what I'm saying. So, freeing slaves, not robbing peasants and other poor commoners, trying to do at least vaguely decent things to people occasionally, and stealing interesting, shiny and or convenient things when they happen to be there in an interesting, shiny and or convenient manner. It's not much of a morality, but it's Syra's. And that's what we're working with. I'm also going to find out what's happening on over there too. I mean, as you can see, there's a whole stack of stuff going on in Morrowind in every corner. And this is just... Actually, I'll probably show you on the map. If I can remember how to call up the map. There. This is Vardenfell, the base game. This is how much we've looked at so far. As you can see, barely scratching the surface. And, it shows in the kind of stuff we're doing. We're not doing stuff with any great intrigue. We're not traveling all over the country yet.
I don't like it, but orders are orders.
You don't have to like it, friend. You just have to obey. That's what being a soldier is all about, I'm told. I, however, can do whatever the hell I want. That includes letting thieves through for no good reason. What are you up to? I'm here with a task report. Thank you. We would have been in a lot of trouble if we hadn't managed to collect this money at the last minute. Keep part of the gold as your reward. Thank you. You're great. I know, I was hoping you'd tell me if there are any requirements. Okay, what's next? Let's see if it's quick or not. I don't have any more tasks for you, however you can still earn gold and promotions by turning over contraband at the warehouse. Okay. Okay, that's useful to know. Now, what's my character looking like?
Yes, friend.
I still haven't done that either. I really should restore those things at a temple. Skills. I've added some blade, so that's some strength. Don't think I've added much medium armor. Added some athletics, that's speed. I trained something from 5 to 15. Maybe it was blunt weapon? Maybe it wasn't, though. Maybe it was heavy armor? Endurance, that seems plausible. Damn, I should have taken a note, I don't remember. Endurance is the one I want to make sure I get 5 points for, because the quicker you can get the endurance up, the better your hit points are going to be in the longer run. I don't actually know, though. How much money do I have? 2 grand. That's not so bad. Okay. Still no sign of that weirdo, but perhaps it's because of the rank thing. So I think what I'm going to do is get out into the rain and call the episode here. So we've been to Pelagiad and Balmora briefly. Actually, I say that, but let's just quickly get to Balmora, go up to the temple and see if I can get myself cleansed of those things. Because otherwise I'm going to keep forgetting and then my stats are going to keep being naff and I'm going to be sad. We don't want that. So let's do that quickly. But then after that, I'm going to call it a session and see if I can find out if there's any skill thresholds I need for the Census and Excise Office faction.
Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to Balmora, please. Thank you very much.
Where would you like to go?
Nowhere. I would like to stay. As you can see, or maybe you can see, I'm not entirely sure if YouTube will render it properly, I'm having a little bit of dropout and lag momentarily in Balmora. It's because it is such a vibrant place with so much going on.
Say your piece or stand aside.
I'm already gone. This is the temple of the Almcivi. And I think I need to buy some potions of restore stat. And I think they're downstairs, remember rightly. I think the people are downstairs. Oh, it might be the middle of the night too, which wouldn't help.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Willenham Bandry, are you? No.
I'm waiting.
Larara O'Main. Barter. Hello, friend. I'm Lalara O'Main. Welcome to Balmora. If you have a question, I'd be happy to answer it, or try anyway. And if it's just a little advice you'd like, that's fine too. No, I'd like some potions. If you have them, fortify fatigue, restore health, disease resistance, fortify health, restore fatigue, restore health, cure poison. That's not much use. How about spells? Divine aid. Fortify, energy leech, mysticism, flame guard, resist fire, fortify endurance, frost guard, mark, poison guard, shock guard, wisdom, fortify. Nah, none of that's repair. Okay, another priest perhaps. There should be 2 or 3 of them in here.
This town is Balmora, council seat of House Lalu. We're loyal citizens of the Empire and proud of it. Well, most of us anyway.
That's true. Hlalu is the pro-imperial faction. As such, they're deeply corrupt. But then, so are most of the other houses too in their own ways. But Hlalu are the Empire's strongest supporters and have done the best out of having the Empire here. Yeah, nothing. How about a spell? Absorb fatigue, Almcivi Invention, Crimson Despair, cure disease, fortify fatigue, cure paralyze, Magica, fortify Magica, recall, Shadow Door's Mirror, spell trap, vigor, vitality, resist blight, cure blight. Well, that's not much use at all, is it?
Almcivi in every hour.
Almcivi is Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek. Almcivi. They treat it like it's some special code word, but it isn't. I don't think the shrines will do anything particularly useful for us. Oh, how about you?
Tomorrow. If you are right, act today.
That's a great cookie, Fortune. Thank you. What do you have? Oh, better number of potions at least. Water walking. Is there a restore? Restore willpower. Rising force. Restore strength. Gimme. I think it was endurance is the other one I need. They're only cheap, so there's not much point carting too many of them around. Restore health, restore fatigue, endurance. Okay. Thank you very much, friend. Greetings, citizen. I'm Dralval Andrano. This town is Balmora, council seat of House Slalu. We're loyal citizens of the Empire and proud of it. Well, most of us anyway. So are you looking for someone in particular? Are you looking for services? Is there some specific place you'd like to visit? Would you like me to tell you about my trade? I mean, you're a priest, aren't you? I'm an apothecary. I brew and sell potions to heal wounds, restore bodily and mental attributes, and cure diseases. I also buy and sell ingredients. Well, okay, fine. Thank you. You have at least been helpful. Let's neck those potions while we remember, shall we? Bruising force, cheap restore strength. And cheap restore endurance. That was the right one, right? Yeah, not about to start floating off. Okay. So, hopefully that should sort me out over the next couple of moments. I know there was... Oh, right, this is the rest of the temple, yes, of course. I thought there was more to it than this. That's pretty. Vivek doing horrible things to things. You can tell because he's got the little cross-legged floaty stuff. I'm not sure. That thing on the left, it looks like he's fighting something with a bunch of syringes for a head. Who knows? Maybe he's about to make love to it. That's Vivek for you. So, I'm going to leave it here now that I've got my stats coming back up. And next time, I will have found out whether I need to do anything in terms of my skills before I can advance in the ranks of the customs and excise, and see if that is the case, see if there's any more things that unlocks. As I said, I'm still going to be surprised if we don't end up running across that guard who was muttering about pushing him down the stairs. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. And if not, then we'll go and rescue Finetail's friend and go and check out that strange shipyard-like thing on the side of town and have a quick chat to everyone to make sure there's nothing else for us to be doing. And then maybe it's time to move on to Pelagiad after that. So, if you're still here, please leave a like or a comment or subscribe. They're all things that really help out. I greatly appreciate it if you could do that. And either way, I hope you had fun, and I'll see you here next time. Bye for now.